So once the ileocecal valve opens up, food is allowed to enter to the large intestine from the small intestine. Now, the large intestine is responsible for absorbing nutrients for the nervous system that were not absorbed by the small intestine. The lining of the intestinal walls are coated with a bunch of different strands of good bacteria to keep out the harmful bacteria. The appendix, in my opinion, is probably one of the most overlooked parts of the body. It literally keeps the colon clean by supplying the intestine with probiotic bacteria that blend in with the fecal matter. And the reason that's so important is because at this stage of the digestion, the colon does not break down food. It only absorbs vitamins that are created by the bacteria within the gut. Some vitamin deficiencies can actually be caused by not having enough good bacteria or probiotics within the gut. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're not getting enough of that certain vitamin. It just means that your body isn't utilizing that properly because either there could be a lot of harmful bacteria in your gut causing the good bacteria to no longer be able to interact with the fecal matter, or you could simply not have enough prebiotics in your diet to feed the probiotic bacteria. So how fecal matter actually gets compact is that water and electrolytes, which are just fluid regulators, get absorbed by the large intestine. So while the small intestine has continuous peristalsis, which is just muscular contraction to move matter within the intestine, small or large, the colon, which is the same thing as the large intestine, those words are interchangeable, has periodic movements, so 1 to 3 times a day. The ascending and transverse part of the colon are where most of the water and electrolytes are absorbed. The descending colon stores the feces, and the sigmoid colon contracts to create pressure and movement of feces into the rectum. And once it's there, it actually stretches the nerve endings on the rectal wall to stimulate a bowel movement. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking so much about bowel movements and fecal matter, but it'll be really clear in the next coming slides. In Ayurveda, there's what's known as ama. So ama is mucoid fecal matter created by the combination of mucus toxins and fecal matter. So a buildup of ama in any location can cause the intestinal tract to lose its natural shape. This can lead to bacteria seeping into the blood, also known as septic poisoning. And the reason I want to stress this is because it's absolutely overwhelming for the immune system to the point where it can't even function properly. These are neural reflex points in the large intestine. So this chart is super important because oftentimes when we have an issue, we think, okay, what should we take? What supplement? What should we eat? It actually could be just a matter of avoiding ingesting anything completely and letting your body pass the fecal matter so that it isn't pressing up against any of these neural reflex points. So for example, a lot of headaches are just a result of having too much food or too much undigested food, I should say, in the transverse part of the colon.